Life is like a book. Some chapters sad, some happy, and some exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds.
Respected dignitaries, seniors, cadets, and my dear participants, a very warm good morning to one and all.
With full honor and privilege, we proudly present AGARWA 2K22, where selfless service meets creative minds. Conducted by NCC Unit 16 Kerala Battalion, BASELIUS College, Kottayam. A day without prayer is a day without a blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Let's start this auspicious program by the blessing of the Almighty. First of all, I would like to call our dear cadets for Ranga Puja.
गणपतये नमः। गणपति
Thank you, cadets, for this wonderful program.
Next, I would like to invite our NCC officer, caretaker, Shibu M. George sir, for the welcome speech.
Good morning, everybody. Dear respected principal, Dr. Biju Thomas, our chief first of the day, Colonel Sunil Khetri, commanding officer of 16 Kerala Battalion, SM staff, and all other PA staff, senior under officer Parvati Mohan, the coordinator, joint coordinators, seniors, teaching and non-teaching staff, my dear cadets and participants. Indeed, it has been a pleasure and pride for us that NCC unit of BASELIUS College is organizing a grand fest both in online and offline mode. As a unit, we have a long history of 55 years, established in 1966. Throughout all these years, the unit has excelled in many areas, got tremendous achievement, including rare achievements like participating in youth exchange program twice in 2009 and 2014. On this occasion, we are greatly indebted to the NCC associate officers and cadets who led this unit with their utmost dedication. The very purpose of this kind of fest is to disseminate the ethos and values upheld by the NCC. This is a platform for cadets to display the excellence and achievements what they have achieved for the last 3 years. On this occasion, with immense pleasure, I would like to welcome the dignitaries of the event. Dr. Biju Thomas, the principal of the BASELIUS College and former ANO of this college and syndicate member of the MG University Kottayam, is a dynamic person who changed its face and bringing a new feel and vigor to the unit during his tenure between 2009 and 2019. It was during his tenure in 2008, a fest for NCC was being started for the first time. And we are proud that the unit is able to continue and organize the fest as a grand event. This is the 4th edition of the fest being conducted by the NCC unit of BASELIUS College Kottayam. It is a matter of pride that as a syndicate member of Mahatma University Kottayam, while presenting the budget of 2022-23, Dr. Biju Thomas proposed an unmarked cash award for the top 3 NCC unit under MG University from the next academic year onwards, which reflects his great affection and love for National Cadet Corps. The unit is greatly indebted to him. This event would not have been a success without his wholehearted support and blessing. Right now, he is out of the station for giving farewell to the retiring teacher of our college, being held at Vaikam. In his absence, with all your permission, I welcome Principal Dr. Biju Thomas. Next, I would like to welcome Colonel Sunil Khetri, a man of impeccable integrity, an officer who always stands for his colleagues, a true patriot who values our nation above all. During his tenure, he has proven to be an officer, an efficient administrator for us, a leader as well as a good human being who always cares for the cadets' welfare. This has been a golden period for the whole 16 Kerala Battalion, for even during the pandemic time, the battalion has marked its excellence for the last 3 years under the admirable leadership of Colonel Sunil Khetri. As a unit, we are greatly indebted to sir. It was under his initiative the unit enhanced its strength from 107 to 131. Being a unit very adjacent to the battalion, he has a special affection for the cadet of BASELIUS College and extended all kinds of support at his best ability by giving opportunities on many platforms. After his commendable service of 3 years at 16 Kerala Battalion, he is promoted now as a Deputy Commander of Prayagraj NCC Group, Uttar Pradesh. Sir, we wish you a great journey ahead and welcome to this fest. Over these years, the achievement of cadet of BASELIUS College and our battalion could made only possible because of the relentless hard work of our PA staff. With great gratitude and pleasure, the entire unit welcome SM Sir and all PA staff to the program. Despite the challenging circumstances of the last 2 years, the unit was able to conduct an inter-battalion fest without any breaks, involving participants from the outside states through an online mode that shows the organizing skills and the sincere efforts of the cadet. Next, coming to my students. As we all know, organizing an event is not an easy task. It demands a great amount of hard work, time effort, both intellectually and physically. The cadet of unit were able to collect an amount of more than 50,000 rupees through the contribution made individually towards organizing this event. I am so proud that all 131 cadets of the unit were equally involved in the fest, upheld their spirit and enthusiasm. I am confident that organizers are well prepared to handle any upcoming situation and they are working hard for the successful completion of the fest. The organizers of this event are from second year and are supposed to lead the unit in the next academic year, the training year. For that, I would like to extend a special welcome to the coordinator and joint coordinators and all the second year cadets to this event, even though it was appear formal. Also, I extend a warm welcome to all other cadets of the first year and from third year cadets. Above all, appreciating the immaculate leadership skills of the senior cadets. Senior Under Officer Parvati Mohan, Under Officer Richa, Under Officer Joel B. George, Under Officer Arjun C. Babu, CQMS Anaga Srikumar, CSM Amalas Nair. I wish them once again a great success for them, the entire team, and believe that we have made time-bound arrangement for the whole events, and gathering like this would motivate the cadets and participate. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Next, with full honor and privilege, I would like to invite our commanding officer, Colonel Sunil Khatri, sir, for the inauguration of AGARWA 2K22 to light the lamp and bless us with his presence and the inaugural address. Sir, please.
Good morning to one and all. Caretaker Shibu George, SM, 16 Kerala Battalion, Amrik Singh Saab, Shaji Saab, and PA staff, and my dear young, bubbling cadets of BASELIUS College, ably led by Senior Under Officer Parvati Mohan. It gives me immense pleasure to be among you all to inaugurate the Youth Festival of NCC of BASELIUS College, AGARWA 2022. As I gathered, about 12 to 14 colleges are participating in this youth festival. I wish them all the best. I'm sure the cadets are putting in their bit to get the cash prizes which I saw in your pamphlet. And over the last 1 week, when you had your elocution, drawing and other competitions, the cadets have given their best. I remember standing here 2 years back during the last youth festival, which was Sahyog 2020. Yeah. And Senior Under Officer Pratap was there. Over the years, NCC has grown in a different manner. It started off as being an auxiliary armed forces extension to today being a youth organization, the largest in the world with 17 lakh cadets. And right from the Prime Minister of India, we can proudly say they are all ex-alumni of our NCC association, or ex-NCC cadets, as you would like to call them. We have a large number of people in all walks of life who are proud ex-NCC cadets and who live by the motto of NCC. They remember their camaraderie, their character building that took place during their small stints of 2 to 3 years with NCC. That brings me to a small little story or anecdote that most of you have heard of the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China was built to stop the invaders from invading the eastern part of China. It's a marvel, the Great Wall of China. It's a wonder of the world, as they say it. But in the first 100 years of its being built, eastern China was invaded more than 3 times. And in each of those 3 invasions, the invaders never had to climb the wall. They walked in through the gates. That meant that they could bribe the gatekeepers. That means they did not build the character. So character building becomes very important. And NCC takes pride in helping the youth nurture their character. I'll not say build it. I'll say nurture their character in the right perspective. The last 2 years, due to the pandemic situation, the national level integration in terms of physical camps may not have taken place. But as an organization, the NCC endured that we moved on to a different platform. We started organizing the meeting between the cadets on an online mode through the EBSBs, and last year also a few camps which could take place, whether it was rock climbing at Gwalior or a couple of treks which took place before the third wave hit the nation again. But remember, whatever friends you make here, the camaraderie that you develop here will help you in your life. Comradeship or camaraderie does not go away. Comradeship, I will not take it in that sense, on the leftist sense, a non-political way of saying it. The camaraderie that you build up among yourselves as peers, as fellow students, as fellow cadets, carries you throughout your life. Nurture it. It does not mean that you have to meet on a daily basis. It does not mean you have to meet on a weekly basis. It means remembering each other in good and bad times. That is the most important part. In the last 3 years, before that I've been here, almost 3 years, I have seen the cadets of BASELIUS College and of Superb 16 doing extremely well. I'm sure the nurturing from your senior cadets who are passing out this year, next week, to the junior cadets will continue, and the cadets will continue to grow and imbibe good values and follow the motto of NCC, that of unity and discipline, to the heart, to the core. the hard core of it, because discipline in life is very important. Be it your daily rituals or anything that you want to do. If you do it in a disciplined manner, you have time, you have everything. The youth that is there in front of me is sitting at the cusp of something that's exciting that is going to happen to them in their lives. Gone is the phase of being, I would say, mollycoddled by your parents. This is the phase when you enter into life where you make something for yourself, make something for your nation. Because nation first is the most important thing. But to do that, you have to spread positive vibes around yourself, which spreads as a community and onto the nation. We are a young, vibrant nation. Young, I'd say, though more than 10,000 years old. Unfortunately, some documented history has been lost, but our traditions, our heritage continue to guide us. We as a nation must never forget our history, not the history told by someone else. Because generally, history is what is told, as the word stands, his story. It is told by whom? It is always told by the hunter, not by the hunted, because the story would have been different had it been told by the hunted. But sometimes, as now young adults, we must endeavor to find out different viewpoints and then come to our own conclusions, come to our weighted conclusions, which will help not only us, our future, to grow in a manner that it is required to grow. The cadets from Kerala should be very proud that a part of the history is the first time the Europeans were defeated was on the soil of Kerala. The Battle of Kolachal. How many of you know it? How many of you know it? Raise your hand. No one knows. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Read your own history. Don't read the history books which are only in the school or in the college. Read your own history, read your own culture. The Dutch were defeated in the Battle of Kolachal much before the British Empire came into being. So, that is the crux, what I'm trying to say. Learn your own history. Be proud of it. Be proud of your heritage. Be proud of your state. Be proud of your nation. And make the nation proud. Last, I'd like to say, as we've been saying, some of you have heard me before also say this, learn to respect three things. Firstly, always learn to respect your parents, the people who brought you to this life. They are the ones who nurtured you to something that you become today. The youth at times gets antagonized by the methods parents use on them to bring them to the right way. Give them the due respect, always. So respect your parents. Second, respect your gurus. India has a very strong tradition of respecting its guru. And guru does not mean only a school teacher. It can be your instructor, it can be a friend who has taught you something. From whomever you learn anything, please respect them. They are all your gurus. It may be a spiritual guru, it may be an academic guru, can be a peer friend, but always respect your guru. And third, the most important thing, respect time. Because time once gone is not going to come away. Once gone, this second which has gone just now is not going to come back. To respect it, to get the most out of it. You all have a bright future and a young, prosperous country, and I'm sure that you all will continue to do well. My best wishes to all of you. I move from here now, very soon to Allahabad, as Shibu told you, Prayagraj, as it is called now. I'm sure what I've learned from you all as cadets will help me. Anyone, anytime getting stuck anywhere in Allahabad, some of you may also be coming there for your services selection board. So my best wishes, do well and God bless. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence and time and indeed thought-provoking words. Next, I would like to invite our caretaker, Shibu Mjot sir, to hand over a token of love to our commanding officer, Colonel Sunil Khatri sir, on this auspicious program.
Next, I would like to call our senior under officer, Parvati Mohan, for the felicitation address.
ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട 16 കേരള ബറ്റാലിയൻ കമാൻഡിംഗ് ഓഫീസർ കേണൽ സുനിൽ ഖത്രി സാർ, ബസേലിയസ് കോളേജ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡോക്ടർ ബിജു തോമസ് സാർ, ബസേലിയസ് കോളേജ് NCC യൂണിറ്റിൻ്റെ കെയർടേക്കറായ ഷിബു സാർ, പിന്നെ നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഫെസ്റ്റിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കേഡറ്റ്സ്, അതേപോലെ PA സ്റ്റാഫ്, നമ്മുടെ സീനിയർ കേഡറ്റ്സ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ബസേലിയസ് കോളേജ് NCC യൂണിറ്റിൻ്റെ കുറച്ചേറെ നാളത്തെ ഒരു കഷ്ടപ്പാടിൻ്റെ ഒരു തുടക്കമാണ് ഇന്നിവിടെ സാർ ഇനാഗുറേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത അഗർവ 2K22 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഈ ഫെസ്റ്റ്. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ കൊറോണയുടെ കുറച്ച് ഇഷ്യൂ ഒക്കെ വന്നിരുന്നതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ ഫെസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് മാറ്റിയൊക്കെ വെക്കേണ്ടി വന്നു. എന്നിട്ട് കൂടി നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ സഹകരിച്ച എല്ലാ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കേഡറ്റ്സിനും ഞാൻ ആദ്യം തന്നെ നന്ദി പറയുകയാണ്. ഇത്ര ഒരു ഗ്യാപ്പ് വന്നിട്ടും വീണ്ടും നമ്മളെ കോണ്ടാക്ട് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മൾ ആ റീഷെഡ്യൂൾ ചെയ്ത ആ ടൈം അനുസരിച്ച് അവർ നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഫെസ്റ്റ് വിജയമാക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇവിടെ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നു. അതിന് ഞാൻ അവരോട് നന്ദി പറയുകയാണ്. പിന്നെ നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഫെസ്റ്റ് പൂർണ്ണമായിട്ടും സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയേഴ്സിൻ്റെ നേതൃത്വത്തിൽ നടക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഫെസ്റ്റാണ്. സീനിയേഴ്സ് ഒരു ഗൈഡ് ലൈൻ കൊടുക്കുക എന്നുള്ളത് മാത്രമാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു ചുമതല. ബാക്കി എല്ലാ മേഖലയിലും സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ കേഡറ്റ്സ് ആണ് ഇന്നിവിടെ ഈ പരിപാടി നടത്തുന്നത്. അത് ഞാൻ വളരെയധികം അഭിമാനിക്കുന്നു. കാര്യം ഞങ്ങൾ ട്രെയിനിങ് കൊടുത്ത ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജൂനിയേഴ്സ് ഇന്ന് ഇതേപോലൊരു വലിയ ഇത്രയും കോളേജിനെ പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേറ്റ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് ഇവിടെ ഒരു പരിപാടി സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്നു എന്നതിൽ ഞാൻ വളരെയധികം അഭിമാനിക്കുന്നു. ഇത് ബാക്കി ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടുള്ള സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ കേഡറ്റ്സിനും ഒരു പ്രചോദനമാകട്ടെ. നിങ്ങളുടെ കോളേജിലും ഇതേപോലെ സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ കേഡറ്റ്സ് പരിപാടികൾ സംഘടിപ്പിക്കട്ടെ. അതേപോലെ ഇന്നിവിടെ പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ എത്തിയവരിൽ കൂടുതൽ പേരും സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയേഴ്സ് ഒക്കെ ആയിരിക്കും. അവർക്ക് ഇതൊരു പുതിയ അനുഭവമായിരിക്കും. കാര്യം അവരുടെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇയർ ഒക്കെ അവർ ഓൺലൈനായിട്ടായിരിക്കണം പരേഡുകളല്ല, ഓൺലൈനായിട്ടുള്ള പ്രോഗ്രാമുകളാണ് നടത്തിയിരുന്നത്. അപ്പം ഓഫ്ലൈനായിട്ട് ഇതുപോലുള്ള ഫെസ്റ്റുകളിൽ കൂടുതൽ പേരും ഇത് ആദ്യമായിട്ടായിരിക്കും പങ്കെടുക്കുന്നത്. കുറേ പേർ ഇതിനു മുന്നേ പരിചയം ഉള്ളവർ കാണും. അപ്പം നല്ലൊരു ഹെൽത്തി ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ ആയിരിക്കണം ഇവിടെ നടക്കുന്നത്. ഇനിയും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മുന്നോട്ടുള്ള ഓരോ മത്സരങ്ങളിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കാനും ഉള്ളൊരു തുടക്കമാകട്ടെ ഇത് എന്ന് ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഇവിടെ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാവർക്കും വിജയാശംസകൾ നേരുന്നു. ഇവിടെ ഈ പരിപാടി സംഘടിപ്പിച്ച സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ കേഡറ്റ്സിന് എൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ അറിയിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം, ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
Thank you, Senior, for your valuable words. Gratitude is a catalyst for happiness. I would like to call our event coordinator, Cadet Najia Hashim, for proposing the vote of thanks. Over to you, Najia. Our Honorable Chief Guest, Commanding Officer Colonel Sunil Khatri Saab, our beloved ANO Shibu Sir, our Senior Under Officer Pavadi Mohan, and other dignitaries presented here, and all my fellow cadets and participants. A very good morning to one and all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks of this event to all the dignitaries assembled here and to all participants. I would like to thank our chief guest, Commanding Officer Colonel Sunil Khatri, who honored this function with his valuable time and words. And next, I would like to thank our beloved ANO, Shibu M. George, for his warm welcoming, and also our principal Biju Thomas sir in his absence for providing us with this an opportunity, and our Senior Under Officer Pavadi Mohan for inspiring us with her felicitation. And I would like to thank Cadet Arja Baiju and her team for the fabulous performance. And I would also like to thank my team AGARWA, and all the fellow cadets of our BASELIUS unit who worked really hard for past few months for this program to make this a grand success. To all the volunteers, and last but not least, our beloved audience and participants for making this function a grand success. Once again, I thank you, one and all present here. Thank you. I thank you all warmly from the bottom of my heart on my behalf personally and the behalf of our BASELIUS NCC unit and team AGARWA. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Cadet Najia Hashim, for your valuable words. Now we have come to an end for the official program. Our cultural events are about to begin. Thank you to all the dignitaries for blessing your presence.